Can you hold a sign?
You know it.
Want $50?
Woohoo!
Do you care who the next president is?
No.
Come with me.
Fade, fade, fade. Fade, fade, fade.
I'm right behind him. Not supposed to stare at it directly, but I can't help it. If I touch it, will it heal my baldness? Oh, it's so wispy. It's a gravity-defying comb-over. I can't believe that this was once on his ass. It's as blonde as a golden marmoset, yet also gray as a long dead donkey. I'm so jealous of all those booby women he's married. If he paid less than $1 million for it, it's a steal.
I am officially running.
No! No! Don't take me out of the ginger forest!
President of the United States.
1600. Sweet. Excellent question. Yes, I am proud to be America's first straight female president. Helen?
Wasn't I wearing a hat?
Yes, you were. Now, in conclusion, my administration will focus on the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and refilling the ocean. Thank you very much. As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
We're broke.
The country is broke? How can that be?
Well, remember when the last administration decided to invest in our nation's children? Big mistake.
The Balanced Breakfast program just created a generation of ultra-strong super criminals.
And midnight basketball taught them to function without sleep.
What about my pledge to build the world's largest bookmobile? Isn't there any money left for that?
No. And we borrowed from every country in the world.
Quick, Lisa! Call off your...
Bart! Ow! Watch the ponytail.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, something just tells me the writers of The Simpsons, they have to have some type of inside knowledge, and I don't doubt that they have some type of inside knowledge to a lot of the things that take place behind the scenes of society and world events and future events. And no, do not marvel at this, because there's been many instances on which The Simpsons has been caught as far as predicting futuristic events. There are so many events which have happened in Earth's history. And no, this will not be the last time that you will ever hear something about The Simpsons breaking headlines once again, making predictive programming, because they have been caught red-handed on several occasions. In this video, which you have just witnessed, which you have seen, the first thing that I want you to make note of with regard to The Simpsons is this. This video which you have just seen, this is actually a footage which was recorded 15 years ago, back in the year 2000. Yet, at that time, you can clearly see that they have depicted Donald Trump running for president. And then also upon Donald Trump running for president, Lisa Simpson, in this episode, she becomes the first female president. And if you make careful note, you will find what Lisa Simpson says is this, that she is the first straight female president. Now, that whole talk of same-sex marriage was not a popular thing back in the early 2000s. It was not something that was brought on a world stage to be debated whether it is something that should be brought and made public. No, it was not as big as it is in 2015. This episode depicted how Donald Trump was not fit to run for presidency. This episode clearly depicted that when Donald Trump takes office, he would lead the nation into a state of complete chaos. And so, that was when Lisa Simpson takes charge and becomes the first female president of the United States of America. Donald Trump, in this episode, he simply paved the way for Lisa Simpson to become president. You have to understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump, he is actually a close friend with the Clintons. They are best buddies. So what you're simply seeing on the front lines of the media, they are giving you this illustration that the Democrats and the Republicans, they are haters, that they are enemies, they are fighting each other. But behind the scenes, they are best of friends. It's just like professional wrestling. Professional wrestlers, they on the big screens, they are enemies, they fight against each other. But behind the scenes, they are drinking buddies, they are best friends. That is what it's all about. Donald Trump, he is simply there to pave the way for Hillary Clinton to take office. And now let's observe Lisa Simpson and let us see if she truly fits the depictions that actually reflects the appearance of that of Hillary Clinton. So now, by observing Lisa Simpson, we can see that the first thing that she has is, of course, that blonde hair. And her blonde hair is curved downwards, and she has earrings. When we look at Hillary Clinton, well, she is a blonde woman who is also running for presidency. And guess what? She also has earrings. And if we look at the appearance also of Lisa Simpson has those big pearl necklaces. Well, guess who else also has pearl necklaces? Hillary Clinton. And also the way she is dressed in that purple suit of hers, who else also dresses up with a purple suit when you observe her appearance? Well, Hillary Clinton. Now, the question is, am I saying this will be the outcome of the presidential election? Again, that's a gray area, but The Simpsons has had a past in which they have been accused of having different types of predictive programming. And not just that alone, also you have Family Guy is also a part of this whole thing. In addition to this, also you have this multimedia organization known as Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon is one that is directly affiliated with SpongeBob. They are the ones behind SpongeBob and many other different cartoon series. I'm not even going to waste my time into enlisting them. The whole point is Nickelodeon is responsible for a lot of subliminal messaging that deals directly with things that point to the Illuminati itself. They give lots of codes, they give lots of different subliminal messages. And these are things that do not attack the conscious mind. No, it attacks directly the subconscious mind. And what better way to program people? In fact, what better way to educate and indoctrinate small children by attacking their subconscious mind? That is the best way to put people on that state where you are actually mind programming them. You're programming their minds. going back to this subject, you have to understand clearly that Donald Trump, he knows that he is not going to win. He knows this. It's plain obvious right there. He is simply there just to waste time, is what I'm essentially saying. He is simply there just to waste people's time. And here's my take on this. If Donald Trump can win this election, then guess what? Kanye West is definitely eligible to win the election in 2020. Already you should know that politics is a joke. You should know that this whole thing of the Republicans and the Democrats, you should now be getting to the point where you understand that the Democrats and the Republicans, they need each other. Because without the other, they are fallible. They need each other. They are simply pretending like they are against each other, the right versus the left. In order for these to be able to stand ground, to be able to stand firm, they have to be fighting each other. And that's what you are seeing. But behind the scenes, they are best of friends. Remember this logic. They are just like professional wrestlers.
Many people like to take that word conspiracy theory and apply it on virtually every single logic that they hear out there, which sounds alien to them. Anything that they cannot be able to get their minds around, they deem it to be conspiracy theory. Especially if it sounds out of the ordinary, or if it sounds as something that definitely the media would not be supporting. They will deem it to be a conspiracy theory. These are the exact same people who believe everything that the media tells them and everything that they are being told. These are the people who are standing in line with everybody else, and what they are being told, they accept it and they do not question authority. They do not question what they're being told. They just say, hey, if the expert said it, I believe it. Nothing can change that. And they just stand in line, follow the crowd, and just go with the flow. Go on with the wind. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be the wind. You can't be carried away like a paper that is carried with the wind. You can't just go with the motion. No, you have to step outside. You have to be that wind. You need to be able to use this. You have to be able to question that which you are being told. You think that the Democrats and the Republicans, they are fighting each other. This is how it is. They're fighting each other. But in actuality, what they're doing is they're leaning on one another. You can't have the Democrats without the Republicans, and you can't have the Republicans without the Democrats. They need each other. That's the only way they are going to be able to be able to put you in that state where they can be able to manage you, they can be able to control you, they can be able to put you in line with everybody else and not question authority. Because you're looking on the big screens and what you're seeing is, oh, the Democrats is here and the Republicans are here. Who do I want to vote for? That's the game. It's all a game. They're all tied together. Did you know that Obama is related to Dick Cheney? And did you know that George W. Bush is related to so many people who are actually in the Democratic Party? In other words, what you have, ladies and gentlemen, is they have built a system where it's actually family-run government. The same bloodlines that have ruled for centuries ago, their descendants are simply the ones that are running the nations. It's all a game. They're simply pulling the strings behind the scenes. And what better way to put you in that state where you think that you are actually participating in this game? Well, you are participating in the game, but you are doing what they want you to do. You're simply there as a spectator. You're watching one party and you're watching another. It's a game. That sounds like a big conspiracy. I know, it sounds like a big conspiracy theory. And you know what? You can go ahead and call it a conspiracy theory. That's up to you. I will not stop you from doing that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like to waste people's time. So, thank you for tuning in and for joining the Controversy 7. If you found this video useful, or if you found this information somewhat resourceful or insightful in any way, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. For any more questions and if you would like to get in touch with me or you want to ask me certain questions of certain claims which I've made here on YouTube, the best way to get hold of me primarily is the phone number that I opened, the phone line that I have for YouTube specifically. It's all in the video description box, but here's the phone number, you're seeing it down here. And you can also email me. My email is here. I have a backup channel. You can feel free to subscribe on my backup channel. You know what? I took off for quite some time actually. After I uploaded my last video, I went out for a vacation. So I just came back and I'm going to be updating all of the soundtracks onto my website. So people can be able to easily access them there. So feel free to go to my website. It's all in the video description box. thecontroversy7.ca. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in and for joining the Controversy 7. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, please subscribe to this channel because there's a lot more videos that are coming your way and they're very educational. Some of them may be quite shocking and some of them may be blatantly like, oh, how come I didn't see that before? You know, those are the kind of videos that I make. Once again, thanks for joining me, and until next time, you take good care of yourselves, stay out of trouble.